Good morning, everybody. I don't know. I think it's me that's going to um, rotate. Good morning, everybody. Gonna be, uh, Good morning. I'm just waiting for people to come in, guys. Looking at the plants, doing the morning inspection because these were tulips, but those can be put away now. Some of these squirrels be doing some damaging the bulbs. And no matter what you do, there's weeds. So I'm gonna put these away. I think you plant other things. Just looking at the daily. Good morning, Tammy. I'm a little later than usual, but I'm just gonna do a short live and chat with you guys. For those of you who know, remember I have the two students here, so I don't want to be too long because I have to spend time with them, talk to them. We're gonna go out today, but I told them I'm gonna do a live because this is what I do every Saturday. So I don't want to just not show up for a couple of weeks and then hard to get the momentum back. I'm just gonna wait for some more. I think it's just me and you, Tammy. Let's wait for a few more. Let me see if I can get the bumblebee. Let me see if I can capture it for you. I'm too close. Trying to get it, but like it's not. I'm not even in the frame properly. There's a bumblebee on the grass on the clover. Okay, I think you can see it now. See that little thing moving? That's a he or she. Well, it must be a she. Women do all the work, right? um, she harvesting the pollen from the clover and the grass and the lawn. So when you get up early, these animals or insects are up early. And for those of you, this is the sorrel that was in rehab. This is the one that I had to cut in half and propagate. Something's eating the leaves because this wasn't like this before. This is her first day outside. Um, Good morning, Renaissance Grandma. Oh, you saw the bee. Okay, now she the bee over here now. She coming around where I am. This is the sorrel that was in rehab. Um, I'm just letting her grow in the pot, but this was a little limp. So I'm just gonna keep an eye, but I don't think this leaf was chewed up. So that's the one that was from rehab. And the four over here are the ones that were okay, which are, you can see they're a lot taller. These are about 3 feet tall now, and she's about 12 inches tall. So she's a little bit behind because of the injury. I don't see any flowers on these yet, but, and then that's the mustard green right there, and something is eating it out. I sprayed it already, but I haven't sprayed it in a few days, so you can try to get out the shadow. All the little holes, well, not little. I had saw cabbage worm in here, earwigs. So I'm just gonna harvest this and hey, good morning, Bougie. I'm just gonna harvest this and then you see this one here, no leaf, just a stem. So I'm gonna do a harvest and just cook them up for Sunday dinner with some of the Swiss chard. Okay, guys, I'm the live today talking about why we're growing food. And in turn, I was noticing, well, I noticed from before, but the way we cook in the food, some of us culturally, these are the ones I planted the other day. They're late, but hopefully it comes to something. My dad says it's not going to come to nothing because it's too late, but I think the cabbages will still form a head. This is a cabbage, that's a cabbage. So hopefully they'll form a head. But I want to talk about we growing food. Most of us talking about growing food and eating healthily. But how are we expect to be healthy if all we do is fry everything that's green? And I was unalive, and I know we're joking around and stuff, and most people in certain cultures they have their okra fried. But if you're frying everything, what's the point? You might as well just go have some French fries and a donut and a whatever. What's the point of growing greens if all you're gonna do is fry them up? This is the okra here. I have three. Something's chewing the leaf, but it seems to have stopped. I don't really have much attack against okra leaves, but you never know what's going on. That's a young leaf coming out there. So I think I'm gonna. Oh, I see two young okra here. Let me see if I can get in there close. Yeah, I see some okra forming here. That's gonna be some flowers. So let me know, guys, in the chat, why are you growing food? And we kind of already know. And if we're growing food, then shouldn't it stand to reason? Oh, yep, there's a spider on here. But you guys can see that the I'm getting flowers, early flowers. So this okra is gonna bear soon. But if you guys are growing your food, why are we frying everything? And maybe you're not frying everything, but why is every vegetable and green fried, stir fried, deep fried, battered and fried? Doesn't that defeat the purpose of growing your own food? Let me know what you guys think because we're gonna have to change our taste buds if we're gonna get healthy and make this thing worth our while. We cannot be preparing the food in a way that's unhealthy. Then there's no point of growing the food. You may as well go buy the food from the store and go deep fry their food. To me, it doesn't make any sense. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys um in agreement? Like we should be preparing the food in a healthier way, if and adjust our taste buds. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So let me know what you guys think. I want to go back up top. I put the box up top on the beds and I planted it. So I only have a few things left inside. So hopefully everything can be planted. Let me see here. Because everyone can't eat raw vegetables with GI issues. Yeah, but what about how you prepare it? If you have GI issues, should you be battering and frying? I cook my greens too. I saute them and I do a healthy or grilling them or bake them. Oh, this I put the box on the bed, guys, to protect it from the groundhog. And I planted these things last night with my sister. So you see some things are very big, that was from the cup, and some things are small. And then up top I put the green mesh because I ran out. So you have GI issues, yes. But do you agree that if you're gonna grow your own food, you should be trying to cook it? You don't have to eat it raw, but prepare it in a healthy manner. Should you be deep frying it and battering it and making it like it's, I don't know, a French fry or, just frying up in all this oil and all this grease? Okay, I'm gonna go back down. 'Cause I'm not sure if the reception is good, but I have the box up here now, guys. And then this one is on. I'm gonna plant this last bed and put the mesh on top, the cheaper mesh, and then the chicken wires at the bottom. And then that bed I'm gonna leave for a while. Good morning, Triple Threat. We're just talking about why we're growing our food, and I want to just let me just look at the cucumber. Yeah, the cucumber that got eaten up, it's gone. And these bush beans, it's still under attack, but it's not too bad. But I think I'm gonna have to start some more seeds of this because I don't think I'm gonna get, yeah, something's eating off everything and then it's not gonna flower. So ladies or gentlemen, I was talking about why we growing our own food, and I think we may all agree that you want to have better quality food and you want to be healthy. So if you want to be healthy, it may not apply to you. It may apply to you. Why are we frying up and deep frying and batter frying everything that's supposed to be healthy for us? That does not defeat the purpose of growing the food. Let me know what you think, because I don't see the point of me growing okra and growing whatever I'm doing to have me deep frying everything and pan frying it with some heavy grease. That doesn't make any sense. If you're not going to prepare the food in a healthier manner and change your taste buds to make good morning the backyard life, HWGAC. We're just talking about food. I'm talking about why am I growing food, because it don't make no sense. I'm growing healthy food, but I'm cooking it in an unhealthy way. So, I think, we talk in different chats and we have jokes and, there's cultural foods that people like, but some of us have to change our taste buds because we can't be deep frying everything. I don't think, you know, you're gonna have health if you're deep frying everything. So look at the watermelon now taking over. Good morning, Lashes. So, let me know what you think. Like for instance, I don't know how you guys cook your mustard greens. Maybe let me know. Most of my greens, I just saute them in a light oil where it's olive oil or avocado oil. I think grapeseed oils sometimes, depending on what I have on hand. But I'm not deep frying and batter frying and all that stuff. My eggplant, I know people do the eggplant parmesan. I do a modified version of that, but I'm not deep frying and all that kind of stuff. You have to learn to taste the flavors of the actual food that you're eating. You can't be trying to cover up the taste of the food. If you're covering up the taste of the food, then it don't make sense. You growing it, buying the starts or dropping the seed. It don't make no sense. So let me know what you guys think. Is there something you think that you're cooking that maybe you say, you know what, you're right. I should be maybe trying a different recipe or not. Hold on. I just noticed this. This is new. Something digging up my lawn at nighttime. So yeah, I was just thinking, why are we wasting time, or in some cases, like we're so tied to our culture that we haven't kind of moved forward with, okay, some things in our culture are not, good morning, Miss T with the T. Some things in our culture are not healthy for us. Some foods that we eat culturally, they should be a treat, like maybe once a week, or if you're having a special family gathering, but you shouldn't be frying up and deep frying everything. Why y'all up so early? Early? It's 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern my time. I was up since about 6. That's when I usually get up. And I may not get up out the bed, but I sit up and I just read in the bed. Early to bed and early to rise. That's what I do. Well, for the next 3 weeks. And I like to come up early and inspect the garden, David Corey, because all the pests them get up early if it cause problems, or they leave in to go to bed, the nocturnal ones. So you have to catch them. But yeah, I'm just talking about some of the things that we cook and the way that we cook. And my cousin, she's probably in her late 50s. I was talking to her in the week. I drop off my international students at the park with mom, this group I put them with for a couple of days. And she said she had to change a whole bunch of her eating because her blood pressure and all the different things were getting worse. And she's under a bit of stress right now with some certain situations. But um, she had to change her cooking. And a lot of the cooking Jamaicans cook, a lot of the stuff is fry. They call it a different name, like escabeche fish. They fry the fish first and then they do a stew. Like it's all fry. And I told her, some of the foods that we grow up eating and raise eating, we have to change the way we cook them because it not doing us no good here. Back home in Jamaica, you walk everywhere. You don't drive. Over here, you're lucky if you walk from the car just to the grocery store to go push the cart and go sit down again. So let me know what you guys think. Like for instance, we talk about, I know we joke around on the YouTube streets about okra. How you guys prepare your okra? I know Lashes kind of steam it, fry it, and we eat our okra more in a natural way. I eat my okra raw now. I come to the bush and I just pick it up and eat it. But most of the I think the South people from the South in America fry it up with a batter. Is there any point of growing your food if you're gonna just fry it up and make it unhealthy? I don't know. What cultural foods do you have to maybe kind of step away from because they're not doing you any good. They're not healthy for you. Boil. Yeah, I kind of, yep. My mom used to boil her okra, and people don't like the slime, but I don't mind it. I guess because I was raised that way. People put the okra in a soup or a stew. I think the New Orleans people have a some kind of stew. That's okay, as long as you're not putting too much salt in the stew. But all this greasy fry up flour batter, white flour. I don't think white flour. I had to come off the white flour. Most times we buy whole wheat, whole grain, sourdough kind of bread, or and I mix my if I make dumpling, because Jamaican food, a lot of us have like dumplings in our oxtail or something. I mix the oat flour with a little bit of white flour and something else to make it more healthy. The original name for okra is, yes, gumbo. That's what I'm talking about. Raw, and I pickle okra. You see that those are healthy ways of eating, and even other foods, like other foods that we eat. I can't even think of all of them right now, but just the way that we prepare our food, we need to come off the fry thing, really and truly. I don't fry chicken. I maybe what I do is like a dry, I call it dry fry. I think we had watched a video on Starduster, and like a dry fry almost in water or a tip of oil in a non-stick pan. That's what I have to do. I can't be deep frying deep and lard and all them Crisco. Me not own no type of Crisco. I never bought Crisco in my entire life. Neither my mom. We use oil, actual oil. We don't use Crisco and all them foolery. And you say, oh, that's so offensive. I use Crisco. What's in Crisco? What's in these things? If you can't tell me one or two ingredients, I don't really want it. People tell my cousin, the same cousin I was telling you about, tell me that the doctor told her to eat Becel, the Becel margarine. So I said to her, what's in Becel? She said some long, like exactly. If you can't tell me one or two ingredients, I don't care what the doctor, I don't care what degree they have. I'm not eating it. So I said I'll eat butter, actual butter from one ingredient, cow milk. And if you don't want dairy, I understand, but I'd rather eat the grass-fed butter than to eat Becel or any other margarine. I probably shouldn't call the name of the brand, but any other margarine. Margarine is full of synthetic stuff. You can't go and create margarine from the natural things and make it yourself. If I can't make it myself, I don't really want it. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna let me come up the sun so I can find the link and drop the link. Where's the link? Give me a second here. Um let me, okay, let me drop the link in the chat so you guys can come up if you want to come up. It's been a while since I you know what? I don't even know if I can drop the link. Give me a second here because this yeah, I'm on my phone and it may be oh, here, post a comment. I see it there. Let me post paste. Okay, so I dropped the link for the StreamYard. But yeah, I was just thinking we need to I'm hearing too much people that I know now they're trying to get healthy. Now they're trying to do certain changes because the doctor said. But if the doctor's telling you to change certain things, most likely it's gone to a very severe and serious case. You're in a deep problem. So maybe we should change certain things on our own earlier. And then I hear people, I don't really give people health advice or ways of living unless I can really, practice what I'm preaching. But I also am not saying too much to people because I'm like, this may sound offensive, but I'm speaking to myself. People who are like fat or morbidly obese, like how are we giving people health advice? So I'm trying to work on my own weight and my own health before I start giving people any kind of advice because it's kind of hypocritical. Like, oh, I can tell people to get healthy and what I'm doing to get healthy, but I'm not going to tell people, oh, do this, do that, like I'm an expert. And then I don't have, I can't even prove it with my own life and lifestyle. So me just kind of keep quiet about certain things until I'm in a better health myself. And then I'll start telling, and talking what I'm doing and what's working, what's not working. Some people like to give advice and it's like, like some doctors, they give you advice, but then they're smoking. You see them outside of the hospital smoking. So how are you smoking and having cancer sticks, but you're telling me how to live? I just find that a bit hypocritical. So I don't want to be like that. So she told me what she's doing. I told her what I'm doing, and that was about it. But I told her we can't do what we were raised doing. It's not working. And she's gonna start walking. I said, yeah, I'm walking too, and I'm just trying to get more active in the garden and eat healthier stuff, so I'm not, getting bad calories and frying food and grease food and chips and stuff. I don't wanna do that. So let me know what you guys are doing in terms of how you're preparing your food, and are you harvesting your food? Because that's another problem. I wasn't really consistent with harvesting my food, and they were rotting. Looking for some good walking shoes now. Yeah, I am. I need my shoes are kind of mashed up. I'm looking at the tomato. Okay, things are. While I'm talking to you guys, things are happening. This cantaloupe is running. Things are growing. The carrots. I took the cover off the carrots. I'm trying to come off the shadow so you guys can see. I think the squirrels got tired of it now, so I don't think they're gonna come. But I see something happening. I don't know if you guys can see because the shadow. Sometimes the sun casts a shadow, but there's some things happening. This look very small, and I also find there's a lot of gaps. Like I had planted everything evenly, but there's some. Maybe the squirrels dug them up and mashed them up because they look so spacey. Well, thanks, Lashes. Yeah, please like the video and subscribe. I'm not staying on too long. I just want to touch base because I have the girls here. I don't want to be doing my own thing. Look at this carrot here. I don't know what happened there. I shove that back in there. Maybe something will happen. I doubt it though. But so I can keep the consistency. But I have the two international students and they're here, and we're gonna go on the road today and go to some Caribbean festival. Not the main one in Toronto, but another one in a smaller town. A Caribbean festival. So we're gonna go check it out, and they've incorporated with other cultures, not just Caribbean, African, Colombian, Filipino, and all the different to share the culture and the food. So I'm gonna take them there, but that's what I'm talking about, guys. So yeah, start walking, start exercising. You don't have to go to no big gym and get no big membership. Just start walking. Drink your water. Um, what I notice is that these girls, because they're from a different country, they don't drink juice. I offer them juice every time. All they want is buckled water. So, and they don't really have much sweet stuff. These are 16-year-olds. Look how much of us feed our kids and our niece and nephews them all this sugary stuff and mac and cheese and all them something. They want water. They want, healthier stuff. They'll have a little chips here and there, like a Doritos or something here and there. But yeah, I'm trying to give them. This is my first time doing this particular program, where they come here to learn English. So some things didn't go good with the programming committee, like how they told me how it was gonna go and how it's going. So because I feel that the kids them should have more activities so that they can experience and see more tourist places, but they're not doing that. I just planted these cucumbers last night. Finally, the Chicago pickling. So my sister must have wrapped it around here to make it. Well, the leaf was mashed up anyways. Pop off the leaf by accident. Oh, I did another leaf. Okay, well, compost. Bluebee. Oh, someone's saying blueberries in the rising with water. Oh, blueberries. I haven't. The only thing I put in my water is lemon or lime. I haven't. I know people put fruit in theirs, but I haven't. This is a makeshift compost bin. And look at my corn, guys. It's not going very far. I don't. It's not even maybe. It's maybe 2.5 feet tall. It's not going very far. I don't see no tassels. My first time growing corn, mind you, so I don't even know what to expect in a grow bag. But I'm just trying a thing. And again, weeds. But yeah, guys, we have to be growing all this healthy food. Look at over here. Again, something's eating off the leaves. So, and look at there's a mushroom in the bag. don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to, you can't see, it's too dark in there, but there's a mushroom in the bag. So I don't know what's going on there, but some things attacking the plants. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to, I try to have to give back in certain ways. So let them experience the culture of Canada, and also I don't know if they've been in a home with a black person before, so they're experiencing some Caribbean black culture. So let them, you have to expose people to your culture. Look at me, I have the zucchini. I think I'm gonna harvest this because I don't think it's gonna get no bigger. Hold on, can you guys see it? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get no bigger. That's in a container, so I'm gonna harvest that and grill that tomorrow on the barbecue with eggplant. Oh, good morning, badass 93 93 staying. I didn't see you there. And oh, good morning, G Mom. I didn't even see you. I'm listening. Yeah, exactly. Do your gardening, but I'm talking to everybody. Why are we growing food? And if we're growing food, we need to start cooking the food properly. You can do whatever you want in your kitchen. I can't tell nobody what to do, but I think we should be cooking the food in a healthier manner. Otherwise, you're wasting your time growing the food. You're just wasting your time growing the food. You just you're growing the food for a show, to show people, I guess your friends and family, and show off on YouTube, but you're not really growing the food for any purpose to benefit your health. Because if you're gonna deep fry everything and batter everything, you might as well just go to the restaurants and go buy deep fried everything. Don't make no sense. You think you're gonna fry a vegetable and get all the nutrients? You're killing all the nutrients and defeating the purpose of the food. And then all you're gonna do is wash it down with some herbal tea and think, okay, that's healthy. No, man. Some of the stuff is not, propagating. It should have all the years it's been here should have really spread the ground cover. So something's going on here. But yeah, be in your garden, grow your food, and you know, um, my garden is 35 by 7. Yeah, whatever garden you have is a good garden. Nobody have a bad garden. Nobody have a worser garden. Your garden is for you and to feed you and your family, and to fit your needs and your lifestyle and the size that you can manage. It don't make no sense. You have a garden that's too big that you cannot manage it. You have to weed, you have to water, all the things you have to do is very difficult. Not difficult, but you have to balance. Yes, cook healthy. Healthy. I see Lashes do her stir fry saute thing in the morning with the greens. Exactly. A little bit of oil. She's eating the food in almost its natural state. She's not slathering gravy and cheese and I don't know, hollandaise sauce and all these greasy, saucy, creamy things in its natural state. And then you get used to it. And once you change your taste buds, then it won't be so difficult. So try to start eating things. Let me see what BG's saying. I see you over there growing wheat. That's, oh yeah, G Mom was growing wheat. And something else I saw that she was growing. I can't remember because you know, I'm watching so many videos I confuse people's content, but she's growing all kind of stuff. So that's very good. I want to try to grow. Is it wheat? I don't know who has chickens because something about fodder. I don't know if fodder is from barley, which is wheat, and you grow it to a grass, and then you give it to your chickens. But yeah, grow some food. But how are you going to prepare it? If all you're going to do is bring out the Crisco and the disco and start frying up food in lard and butter, then just forget it. You're making this thing like a joke. Why you're growing food for views? I'm going back to the top for those who missed the top. I put up my dad built these little boxes and I put the chicken wire around it. And then to be cheap, we put the green Dollar Tree plasticky mesh on top. So I don't think an animal's gonna climb up to start chewing through the top to fall. I think around the bottom is okay. So this is all chicken wire. And I'm gonna paint these black maybe for next season, not now. And then this one I had to put the green on top. So these two beds will be planted. That one I'm going to leave empty. Here's some sweet potato slips. I want to get a couple more bags, and I have quite a few more in the house. And then I'll go on top. You can see these are what I planted yesterday. So I have a few more seedlings in the house, and then we're going to just leave them and see how they go. Some of them are We're struggling in the house. They're limp. They're falling over. So the bok choy, I don't even know if the bok choy is going to make it, but I'll see what happens. And I'm going to drop some more seeds in the next few weeks. Let me see what people are saying here. Okay, saying good morning. I'm hoping to make my own flour one day. Yep. And that's an excellent thing to be self-sufficient, growing your own flour. And also, before I forget, I threw off all the soil from this bed that had the mushrooms into here. This one is falling apart, but I can probably use it one more time. And I put that in there. So all the microorganisms are now in this bed. I'm going to buy a couple of bags of soil and put some more bags of soil in this. And then once it's full to the brim, from here on out, I'm going to try to just focus on my own compost and the leaves. Let me see what, so flowers, cool. Yeah, that my dad did that. I had to bother him. He's 80, but nobody was able to help me. So I'm like, I didn't want to plant up here, guys, because you don't know it's nothing but wild animals behind the fence. They come over here, they chew you down to nothing, and then all that's waste. Wooji, what's for breakfast? Let her know. Let's see. Oh, good morning, Big Rooster Show. So, and you can see my lawn is brown, guys. Yep. It's been very dry here as well. We haven't got that much rain, but I'm not spending my money to water the lawn. I'm actually going to I have one more bed to assemble. I might put another bed here. And then I think I want to ask the guy to get me 3 more drums or 2 more drums and put some more drums here. So all of this side, I'm going to go back. So all of here, all the way over will just be additional garden. Plus I have this here. I want some more right here, all the way to the lilac bush of drums or a raised bed. And all along the edge, some more climbing stuff there to leave a smaller lawn up here. Very manageable small lawn, and leave it like that. Yeah, thanks for hitting the thumbs up, G Mama. Thank you for the reminder. And then you see all the the beds here, and the lawn down there will be used with the chickens as a to move them around the chicken tractor. And I can even pick them up and put them up here when I'm outside to watch them under a box, a chicken mesh box, and have them, eat whatever they want to eat when I'm up here gardening. And when I'm finished, I'll carry them down one by one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because the grass is no good, really. It's crabgrass, it's clover, it's weeds. So, but the chickens would like that. Oh, good morning, Black Money Corp. Greetings. Who else did I miss anybody else? If I missed somebody, excuse me. I wasn't straight watching the chat, so I may have missed you. But good morning. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so already, and you can like the videos and leave a comment after. It helps, I heard, with the algorithm. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And you have my Instagram scrolling under there, and they buy me a coffee. If you want to support, you can do that as well. I'm gardening in zone 5B, 6A in Canada. So I have a shorter season than most of you all, but you got to grow what you got to grow. A lot of my stuff is in containers, but I do have the 3 raised beds up top now. And I have a raised bed here and a small in-ground section there. And I'm thinking of digging up or putting a raised bed across, because I don't really need all this lawn. And maybe grow some things over there for the chickens. And as if you guys didn't know from last week, I am not seeing it clearly, but you can see the sun is just really, the chicken coop is there. I'm working on this week getting this filled up. So someone told me we're going to move this window up here and then put plywood down here and then get the hardwire mesh up there. And then the screen door, change it for something more hardwire mesh so that we can open the screen door, get fresh air, and have ventilation all through there. So I'm trying to push and get this done. So by the end of July, it's finished and I have the hens in here. So trying to push, man, trying to push. And then I see the stores, how expensive food is. So guys, let me see here. What would you say? Badass, I'm trying to stay up. This is way too early in the morning for me. Oh, thank you, Pooshi. I'm going to try to do evening lives, but I pick Saturday morning because nobody's doing Saturday morning, and obviously why? Because they're sleeping in. But me can't sleep in. I get up early and do all my shopping and Costco or whatever I gotta do. Then I come home and have a siesta because I don't want to be in the crowd. I can't take the crowd thing, so I get up early. So yeah, I know it's hard if you're not an early bird. Thank you for supporting though. You can make some cornmeal porridge. I'm gonna have some. I think I'm gonna make an egg and toast or something because I'm going to be out with the girls for a couple of hours, so I need to make sure I have some nourishment. But yeah, things are growing again. But just talking about guys, if we're growing our own food, please make sure you're cooking the food in a way that's healthier. It don't make no sense cooking and frying and deep frying and larding and Criscoing and all them stuff. Um, for what? To end up in the hospital same way, to end up with cholesterol and stuff same way. It don't make no sense, guys. Then it's better you just go buy your food from the grocery store. Really and truly, even with the extra prices. It to me it doesn't make sense. So just trying to encourage you guys, try to cook your things. There you can grill them, you can bake them, you can boil them, you can steam them. I have an air fryer. Some people say it's not good. It's like a microwave, but the one that I have just blows hot air, so I don't know, like a blow dryer. I don't know what's bad about that, but um, I don't really use the microwave. I heat up my food in an oven, in a oven safe dish, and I heat up my food. I don't want to be frying up and microwaving and stuff like that. It's not good for us guys. So try your best. Sometimes we're used to a certain way of eating food and doing things. Do your best to try to change a few of your recipes and add different seasonings maybe to make it more flavorful and eat the food in a more healthier way. Don't continue with the deep frying and all that stuff. It's really not good for you. I'm hearing too many people telling me, the doctors telling them all these changes they have to make. Yeah, I have a microwave only because if somebody comes here and wants to use it, they can use it. But when they're using it, I'm not near the microwave at all. I stopped using the microwave. And I think, yes, I'm glad you don't own it. Exactly. Back in the day, my mom had to heat up food in a frying pan or a pan, and that's how you reheat food. You put a little water in the pan, or you put a little water in a oven dish, to keep it steaming while it's warming up. We didn't have no microwave growing up. We did decide to get modern and make our life easier, but you're making your life unhealthy. Yeah, I use an air fryer, and so you make French fries. So basically I'm baking the potatoes in an air fryer. I'm not putting no oil or no grease on the potatoes. And you can buy natural stuff from the freezer. It doesn't have to be always like junk. You can buy sweet potato wedges and all kind of different things, and you can just air fry it, no butter, and then you can use your special sauce or your sugar-free ketchup or whatever other things you use. And after a while, you get used to it. You don't even want the regular stuff anymore. You don't want the sweet, sugary, syrupy stuff anymore. Everything that we buy is full of sugar. You can't even, and salt. You can't even get nothing natural unless you're gonna make it. But yeah, I bake the potatoes. I bake the chicken. I make jerk chicken in the oven. You don't have to, people making their fry fish in an oven. They kind of put little oil on it and stuff it with the okra or whatever greens, and you kind of grill it, broil it. It tastes delicious. You can make a healthy gravy to put on it to make it. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to have the grease. We've never had Crisco. I hear about Crisco. I never used Crisco. I think I bought it once to follow fashion and make some chocolate chip cookies. But you don't have to use that stuff. And like I said earlier, my cousin was told to use margarine from her doctor. And what's in margarine? Hydrogenated, some big words, things that I can't even remember. Is that in nature? Is any of those things in margarine in nature? I understand people don't want dairy, they don't want animal products, and you have your right to do that. But I prefer to use butter that came from one or two ingredient that I can recreate and mimic that comes from products in an animal or natural form. If you don't want to use animal products, then you can find there's other things, but you need to be careful because some of these labeled vegan is not healthy. They're full of synthetic chemicals and foolery, and some of them are more dangerous than just having And I heard of something called, well, not just heard. Um, for those of you who eat butter, there's something called ghee, and that's because I have a lot of East Indian friends, and they've been telling me about ghee from before ghee was popular in the stores, and it's clarified butter. So they cook down the butter and they make it almost becomes like an oil. But what's happening when you clarify it is all the lactose is removing from the butter. So it's not vegan, but it doesn't have lactose in it, but it does have what they call casein, which is still an animal product, but they found a way. Oh, thanks. It's not mine, but you got friends that you can borrow things from. So thank God for good friends because they don't really use it. So I borrow it anytime I want. I've been looking for, yeah, ghee. I think it's at Costco now too. So even though it may be from an animal, and some of you, this is my viewpoint, and some of you may not agree. Depends on how you feel about animals. Even if I decide not to eat meat, I don't personally think anything is wrong with using animal products. For instance, milk to make cheese and butter. If I'm not dispatching the animal, what's the problem? So I don't understand this new veganism where it's like you don't have to have anything from an animal. But I believe we're all creatures and we're all symbiotic. We all relate and can and benefit from one to another. So I don't understand what's wrong with eating honey, what's wrong with using milk to make cheese or butter. I don't understand why they're so against it. If I'm not dispatching the animal, what's the problem? I would have turned upside. So maybe you don't agree with that comment, but to me, if it's about animal life, I don't know why it's now becoming don't have nothing from an animal. The milk is for the calf. Yeah, you may be right, but if things are tough and you don't have nothing to eat or drink or feed your children, maybe you need to modify. There's some animal products I don't have a problem. Um, and some cultures, when they do dispatch an animal, they use every single part. We were talking in another live, I can't remember who. They eat the ear, they eat the foot, they eat the snout, they eat the tail, they eat the the testicle. Every part of the animal is eaten and used for something. So if that's how you're practicing eating animals, then nothing wrong with me. I've seen a video boiling down butter. It looks like, yeah, it's so easy. It's the same as boiling milk to get the cream off the top. Same so. Same thing. Dead animals bring nutrients, and our bodies bring nutrients to the land. When we die, the insects and the microorganisms eat our flesh. I'm not saying you go. I don't support abuse. I don't support animal cruelty. I'm not saying none of that. I do not agree. I think it's disgusting and it's evil. You should treat every living thing with a level of respect and dignity, humans included. Good morning, Starduster. I see you there. Sun's glaring though, but I'm not saying you should. And I watched some videos and the animals are screaming in pain. I think that's evil and disgusting. But I don't see anything wrong with living symbiotically with animals and using, eating their. I'm going to eat their eggs. I'm not going to kill my hens, but I'm going to use their eggs. If you want quail for eggs, go right ahead. And you have to understand some of the eating that we do has become excessive with meat, but the whole point is that this is how you control the population of animals, and there's always a predator and to keep the other animals in check. If they didn't have predators, then the mice, the rats, all these things would take over. Like you can't, you know, I don't think people are understanding the ecosystem. Oh, loves say good morning. Sorry, the sun's in my eye, so I may not be seeing, but I see you guys greeting each other. Okay, so I'm just talking about, guys. We're growing our own food. I'm encouraging you guys to continue growing your own food, but let's just be honest. If all you're doing is deep frying everything that you're growing, and every vegetable and healthy food is becoming unhealthy with all the batter and the grease you're frying with it, then maybe you're just wasting your own time and should just go buy the food from the store because you're not making no sense. Growing your food in a healthy manner, fertilizing things in a healthy manner, all the things that we're talking about, and then to go and take the food and just deep fry it don't make no sense, really and truly. I'm not trying to be offensive, just let's try to each do better And don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Worry about what's happening in your own kitchen and in your own house, and worry about your own body, because we all need to get ourselves healthier, and healthier, it includes being more active, losing some of the weight, getting our joints moving, getting the blood pressure down, eating things that we may not like how they taste, but adjusting our taste buds to eat different food and eat it in its natural form. And I'm a proponent for eating things raw, if possible, when appropriate. Eating things raw. Okay, yeah, like I'm just going through my own life. I'm just saying and watching, some of the lives people are all talking and joking. It's great, but it's like everything that people them want to eat is fry, 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 batter, batter, batter. You're not even tasting what the food tastes like. And I understand when you buy food from the store, it doesn't have any taste. But when you start growing your own food, it has a nicer taste. So maybe you won't. Uh oh, did I miss something? Uh oh, I see. Hold on, I think I missed something. Let me see what the star say. My mom has more clogged arteries from than she thought. Oh Lord. Okay, we're gonna keep her in prayer. And I guess you're saying, I think you're kind of alluding that it has to do with the food, maybe, Star. I'm not sure, but we need to. As I said to before, my cousin got got news from the doctor. She got to make some changes. Let's not wait for the doctor to tell us to make these changes. Let's go and make the changes now. If you hear from a family member that they had to stop eating certain food, maybe you should consider stop eating those foods yourself as well. Wait for don't wait for the doctor to come to your door when you have a general physical and say, we have to have a talk, and they show you all your numbers and they're all bad, and the diabetes and the blood. My somebody that I know, I'm not going to call her name because the world is small. Her father is diabetic. He went somewhere to pay his respects at a viewing or a funeral, and somewhere along the line, someone either stepped on his foot by accident or banged his foot. And from what I understand, his toenail probably could have done with a trim before he put his shoes on, and the healthcare workers didn't, I guess, make sure his toenails are. You know how when you're diabetic, you have to be careful because you don't want any bleeding and so forth. Long and short is that his toe is black, 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 black like the grow bags, and he's in the hospital. And it's now coming to a point that they have to determine maybe even amputation. So this ain't no joke, guys. This ain't no joke. I've been trying to get her to eat healthier, but I can't. No, exactly. You cannot make nobody do what they don't want to do. So all we can do is encourage each other who are here in this chat, those who are going to watch the replay, those of us who are in this gardening community that are going to be, in each other's lives and on the platform. Encourage each other to eat healthier and promote different recipes. Don't be deep frying stuff. Don't be deep frying stuff. You don't want to be in the pharmaceutical PHARM. Let's be in the FARM, that pharmaceutical. All of our medicines can come from our food. Our health is the whole reason I started growing. Yes, 'cause I know your testimony. You had a stroke. So this ain't no joke, guys. And some of us think, oh, we're not, old. We're not old, but we're not young 20-year-olds either. Once you pass 35, 40-ish, you need to start taking this thing a little more serious because the repercussions are deadly. And then we have to take care of our aging parents, and that puts a strain on ourselves as well because you stop taking care of yourself. But my friend has her dad, he's with stage 4 prostate cancer. And she's, I told her just do her best to eat healthy. If you can't eat the food, just drink the juice and the smoothies because she's not getting a lot of sleep because she have to be tending to her father and work a job because, you got to pay the bills. So until he gets to a place where he cannot stay home or she needs to give him full-time care, she'll go on a medical leave from work. We have a paid leave from the government. If somebody is dying, then basically you can take so many weeks off. The government will pay you, I think, 50% of your pay. So it's a sacrifice, but at least you're not going to be getting no money. At least you're not going to get no money. So that someone's calling me, but I'm going to end this soon. But yeah, let's all try our best, guys, to eat healthy and not be growing the food just to cook the food in grease and fat. There's products out there in the stores. Look at the ingredients at the back of this. Oh, good morning, Nikki. Look at the ingredients at the back of these things. The medicines they are giving her has her very confused. I don't know if they treat us good in Canada, but I think yes. I'm not gonna knock my country. I thank God that there's some good things. Each country has some good and bad things, and I took the time off for my family member as well, and I was off for about 6 months, and I didn't get paid until after 6 weeks. So you have to have some pennies put aside for these kind of rainy days. But I'd make sure that they had the good care, and you take care of your elderly. I don't know, I'm concerned about me because I don't have no kids, so me on my own. So hopefully somebody, my nieces or nephews or somebody, will put the same treatment to me that I did for my aged parents, because these some of these people don't care. Some of these people do this as a job and not take care of the sick as a ministry. So you need to have family members that are gonna keep them in line to keep them treating you properly, because they don't treat sick, whether you're old or not, and elderly properly. They don't. And they're so rough with them and just not patient. And I understand it's a lot of work for them as well, but just try your best, guys, to keep healthy, to keep out the hospital, to keep out of off of medication. I am on medication, yes, but it's going down. Especially the blood pressure for me has improved. If you don't understand blood pressure, the diastolic number, the lower number, is the number that hasn't budged too much, but my top number is in a very healthy range. So I'm just working on the bottom number, and I have my cayenne pepper extract. I'm doing all that I can do. Let me see what I missed here. Um, yeah, exactly. We need to, so just, Starduster has her testimony. She shared it. Thank God she's still here, and she's changed, and promoting health. Take heed to what people are saying. They know, they've been through it. Don't let it happen to you. We don't have to let things happen to us. Take heed. She was not an old person, and she has children and grandchildren. Let's try to take this seriously, guys. Take the food that you like to grow and try to cook it in a healthier manner. Don't be frying up deep frying. If you want to deep fry, try to do it maybe once a week, or not so every day. Have your raw salads. Try to eat things raw. I can't make you guys do anything, but he that hath an ear, let them hear. Life is a ministry. We get back, yes, you get back what you put into it. Gratitude. You're not on any medication. That, wow, blessing. That's a blessing. Now you can just eat the proper food. And the next thing I'm going to work on for me is, I watched Star and somebody else, they're doing the kombucha. So I think, yeah, Dan Permaculture also, I watched him. I'm going to get the kombucha going, get the canning going. You see, I'm growing my food. I've got the dehydrator going. But once winter comes and I'm not really doing so much of the gardening thing, I'm going to be doing the kombucha and some of the other stuff. And I'm going to dry my stuff. I dried the cayenne pepper last year, and I had my cayenne pepper tincture that helps with blood pressure. I'm going to dry the comfrey. I think there's comfrey over there. And make comfrey salve and just different things that I can use in my apothecary medicine cabinet for burns, for muscle pain, for all the stuff that we take aspirin and other things for natural. Oh, good morning, Gina. We need to start taking this thing seriously. If you don't have the time or the patience to make stuff, then try to find somebody who is doing it, and purchase their products and support each other's businesses if you have a business. Some of you guys buy a lot of seeds. Some of the people in the YouTube community are selling seeds on Etsy, or they're selling seeds on different things, guys. If you can spend a $5 in support and buy some seeds from somebody in the community, go buy a couple of seeds. Yeah, exactly. Kombucha is very good. From what I heard from an early age, they said life and death is in your colon. So the good bacteria and the bad bacteria work together. But if you want to know if somebody's healthy, it's your colon health. A lot of people in the world are actually very constipated. We not having regular movements. Oh, that's nothing to do with gardening. Well, when you're not eating properly, this is what happens. So gotta do better. But guys, I think I have to go because people are calling me and I have to start getting ready. But let me just finish off. Got you cola urban. Look up the health benefits. I have the start. Okay. Is that what you call the what do you call it? The SCOBY? Is that what you call the SCOBY? I see people talking about that. Um yeah, just take it seriously, guys. And I know sometimes you have outings and you have family come over. You know, you fall off, you have a little junk here and there. Nothing wrong with that, but have a majority of your day-to-day lifestyle and food be something healthy. Something raw once a day would be good. I'm back to my juicing, and my body's liking it again because it's like, no, man. It was like, no, man, get the juice. Um, Water with lemon, alkaline. Just do your best to just do your best. Um, Let me just show you again for those who missed it. Um, but those of you who like to watch the replay, you can watch the replay. Appreciate that. The tulips are dead, but that's fine. They come back in the spring. The dahlias, um, not flowered yet, but they're full. And up top, I have the covers off on the beds. But someone's calling me 2 and 3 times, so it must be important because they know I'm live. But let me just see here. They're greeting each other. It's an herb. Gotcha. Okay, I'll look it up. And yep, drink more lemon water and be careful when you drink the lemon water. Try to use a straw because it does break down the enamel off your teeth. So try to use a straw so it goes directly down your throat and not swishing around your mouth. For those of you who have, you know, have to be careful with your teeth. Um, Mint, yes, exactly, guys. We all here in the chat try to eat healthy. Let's just spread it out as far as we can. There's people in our lives and in our family that need the tips and they don't know where to start. And they're too caught up in the culture of traditional foods. No, the food that we were raised eating ain't good for us. Let's stop with the fry thing and let's start grilling and baking and sauteing and look at the ingredients of what you're doing. Have a blessed day, everybody. I'll see you next Saturday. I do Saturday mornings. For those who don't know, it seems to be before you guys get out and about with your errands and stuff. Um, we just have a little garden talk, and then you can go on with your week. I may do a pop up in the week, but let's see, because as you know, I have the 2 students, so I have to be their den mother for the 3. 1 week is past. I have 2 more weeks left and I'm trying to keep them occupied and go to different outings and stuff. So I may do a pop up like at like the zoo, or if I go somewhere, do a little pop up so you can see. Oh yep, oregano is the truth, guys. I've been taking oregano almost every day for 2 years because of the pandemic. Antiviral, antifungal. Look it up. Even if you get sick from different things, it'll help you bounce back a lot faster. Those of you who have sinus problems, guys, and allergies, you're prone to get allergies. Take the oregano, get used to the taste. Some of us don't like the taste. Let me see what Gina's saying. My husband is in the hospital now, oh, with heart issues. Well, I'm sending prayers to your husband, Gina. Sending prayers. So we will be changing our, yes. I don't know if you heard me earlier, Gina. I was talking to myself. I wasn't knocking anybody. I'm just saying a lot of us know what we're supposed to do, and we're morbidly obese and overweight, and we think that, oh, next week, next year. We keep putting it off, and your body can't handle what we've been putting it through. So, for me, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not really saying much about it. I'm not morbidly obese, but I could stand to lose a few pounds to get myself healthier. And those of you, I think Bougie was doing the plank challenge. So was Stardust or exercise for 30 days. These are things that, come on, guys, we need to all do our little part because this is going to save our life. But prayers to your husband, and we wish you all the best with your change of diet. I know it's not easy. It's hard to change everything so drastically, but do your best and that he can be healed and that he can start to see the results with the food and the exercise. Yes, we'll see you all soon. Take care, guys. Peace out.